friends, hi followers, hi fans. I hope you're all having a good afternoon. I'm so happy to be back here again. Thank you for following. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for letting everyone around you know that City Television is the place to be, especially on this show. Just saying. So I'm Claire once again, and today we are going to discuss something that those who are employed, if you are employed by someone, be it your father or your mother, you have workmates, and we are trying to look at how you can turn your work relations with your workmates into friendships. You know, a workplace is a place where most of us spend a lot of our time. Like, you find majority of your time you're at work, you leave home at 6 in the morning and you're back at 6. Those are 12 hours at home at work, and you have less time at home. So we are looking at how you can turn your relations with your workmates into probably real relationship, as in to take the friendship away from work to outside the workplace. And I'm joined by Gelda Derek Senyonga, a journalist. I think he'll explain his profession properly, but he was a journalism student and is practicing public relations. And as usual, Edna Ahurira. Sure. No, Edna will forgive me for mentioning her name pronouncing her name the wrong way, but the RR is just too much. Thanks for joining us. I'll invite my colleagues to come and join us. So these guys are here. Welcome to the show, Edna. No, where am I welcoming Edna? Derek, welcome to the show. Our first guest from the, he won the guest seat when we're doing a live video.
Yeah.
So this is Gelda Derek. For being very active on our live video, we invited him to the show.
So we should keep on being active.
Yeah, keep being active on the live video to be the next guest.
Thank you.
So Gelda, tell us about yourself. Tell people about yourself.
I'm Gelda Derek Senyonga from Chiriandongo. Yes.
Senyonga from Chiriandongo.
Yeah, you would understand the things very slowly.
Let me get my questions to myself.
And I am a multimedia journalist and a trainer.
Yay!
So what do you train? You train journalism?
I train online journalism and multimedia production at Makerere.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You are welcome to the show, and as usual, that is Edna with her cool t-shirt.
Yeah, with my cool t-shirt.
From Mukungiri.
Yeah.
Edna from all the way from Mukungiri.
Kujiri
By
to
the way,
Kampala.
she made the show today.
You're the only person who doesn't mention Kasese.
Oh,
She
I'm
knows where
Claire.
she comes from.
No, I'm actually Muhindo from Kasese, from the border of Uganda and Congo.
Like holding in gold.
Yeah, we deal in gold. Don't come for me though.
Don't come in.
Yeah, so as I said earlier, we are discussing work relationships with our friends, with our colleagues at work. How do you turn these relations into real friendships? Do you guys have friends at work?
Yeah, we do.
Friends,
We do
like
have.
people you call friends.
Yes.
How?
I think it's alright. It's just, how should I call it? Can it be courtesy or something human to always have a friend at work? Because anything could happen.
Yeah. I think you're right, because imagine a situation where you don't talk to some of your workmates and then you have to get information from them, or you have to, it's like always awkward.
But you know, it's never, but the truth is, you'll never connect with everyone in society.
Yeah.
Even I talk about those guys you don't talk to, but when you need work, you'll go and talk. But like on a personal level, you don't even cross
you
that
don't.
line.
I think it depends on how big the team is. Because if you're really 3-4 people, there's no way you're not ever going to talk or come in touch with each other.
Yes.
But if you're in an organization whereby you're beyond 5 people, chances, like she's saying, are high that there are people you won't talk to.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm this kind of a person who, when I enter office in the morning, is front desk, hi everyone, up to the boss, you're like, hi, then go sit on your table.
Feel like I'm here.
Because for me, it's if you do not talk to someone, things are going to get strained. You don't want to approach people. Things get awkward. But hey, hi, morning, how are you? You okay? Okay, let's do this day. Let's now. Especially when you're a manager, because I have people I supervise. So when you go and tell them, hey, let's do this day. What are you working on today? No, no, no. This is important. Do this, do this. Without anything formal.
Yeah.
Because in those formal things, it's like you're a dictator.
Yeah.
You're
Hi, Mr. Derek.
Like you're saying, like up the
They come to greet you and they're like, good morning, sir. Very humble.
Good morning. What do we need to do today? But when you go to someone like, hi, Claire, you see, this is it, but I want this first. So work on this. You have, if God willing, if you can do it within 6 hours, I will be happy.
Yeah.
So the person is just there without time. But if you tell someone, I need this within 1 hour, that is not a good language at all.
it's not.
Difficult. Okay, so I found about 5 issues on how to make work more friendly, more loving, more, how to develop those friendships at work. And I think we shall go through them one by one. The first one says, do not post. do not push the boss employee relationship. Push boss. There's so many S's in there.
You come from Casa, so you understand.
Yes, and they come from SSA. So it says do not push the boss employee relationship. Yeah, I think in situations where you find like you have a boss, he's your friend or probably your age mate. You are friends, you jazz, you do what, you have conversations and stuff like that. But then sometimes you find that, okay, you start taking your boss for granted.
Yeah.
You're like, my boss is cool, he's my friend.
Actually, some people call it putting friendship into work.
Yeah.
Like, you have to finish up something, you're like, I don't finish up, he's my friend, you'll understand. So at the end of the day, you're not doing anything productive.
Yeah, because I think sometimes we forget that even if we are friends, we have targets we have to achieve.
Exactly.
Because we are employed to develop the company, to grow the company to a better place. But if you are saying, my boss is my friend, so he will understand when I don't do work, I think you are not meeting the reason why you're at work.
There is this saying that goes that, is it familiarity breeds contempt?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you get familiar to someone and then you're like, this cannot. I think it's about boundaries.
Yeah.
You set boundaries.
You set boundaries. And if I'm your friend, if I know you and you're working in the same organization, I'm like, look, if you're at work,
It's work time.
it's work.
Yeah.
But after 5,
You can't do anything.
you can talk everything, the chibala, the whatsoever.
Yeah.
But the moment we get to work, wherever we have been, if we have been somewhere yesterday or anything, it doesn't matter. Now what matters is we have to do work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just about that, setting those limits.
Something that's popped up in my head. When you talked about setting boundaries, it came back to the office relationships we talked about sometime. So I'm wondering if people employ that kind of thing of you go to work, yes, in a relationship, but when you're at office, it's all about work. But after 5, you can go deep into a relationship and stuff. So I was thinking that would work for people who have relationships at office. So when you're there having a boyfriend or girlfriend at office, when it's time for work, set the boundaries.
I think that is why in some companies they will tell you that you are not supposed to have a sexual relationship
With an employee.
or if you to have a relationship with someone, maybe someone in a different department.
Yeah, different
because
department.
If you're in the same department or if you're like under the same line of supervision or management,
it gets
it
hard.
becomes difficult
Yeah.
for you and for the people.
Around you.
Yeah, because people, if people know,
Mm.
they will tend to think that maybe this person is being favored or.
But I think that comes in, why maybe companies do that is to avoid, okay, that could be, but me, I think it's more of, because if you're my wife and you got a problem, automatically I'm not going to appear at work. So those would be 2 people
Missing out.
Missing work.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Eh.
Or if you got an issue at home, you come to work, you don't want to look at each other, and you have work to deliver, so
Yes.
now it's
And you're
Yeah.
gloomy, you're all,
Mm.
passing by each other without even saying anything.
so how do you go back home?
Difficult.
You might even want to carry those, those roles and responsibilities. You want the person to bring for you tea, do
Hey, by the way,
That
like,
That's being romantic. Bring me to my desk for
Hey.
the lunch. Yes.
Come
Hey.
on, you're bringing
By the way,
envy among the other employees.
It's not our problem.
people do those things like there's someone I used to see at work, like she used to sit down on the lower floor, then the boyfriend was sitting on the upper floor. She'd get water from the dispenser and take the water bottle to the guy.
I think a guy just used to use her. Like, he knows the water
Those
is
guys
down.
worry. Those guys
So
worry.
I
And
got-
I
no.
was the dispenser on each floor.
So would she be the one bothering if there was a dispenser on his
Those guys weren't married. Those guys should have been.
The
this
guy was
girlfriend,
just
boyfriend
using
thing.
the guy was just text you, I need water.
When you should
Then you
taking
carry
it out of good
You just,
will.
I'm 30.
So would the guy do the same for her?
Please.
This can only happen in those opening
See?
stages.
It was one-sided. Maybe
That's
she
what
was
I'm
trying
saying.
to impress.
That's where the problem comes in. You're trying to impress, but you don't get any, like, the other way around, there's nothing that happens.
Yeah. So, this thing says, no matter how much you and your manager have in common, even if you go out on coffee dates and drink together, he's still your boss. So when it comes to work, do your work and make sure you meet your targets.
Yeah, instead of just sitting back and waiting for saying,
Yeah,
my
because-
boss is my friend.
May I believe that the moment you get fired, another person replaces you, your boss will still be friends with that person if he's a friendly boss. So you
He
are
moves
not
on.
irreplaceable. They move on easily. Yeah. So the second issue we're going to discuss is to be considerate. So, like they're saying, friendship doesn't discriminate, but how you choose to hang out can. For example, if your coworker can't do happy hour with the rest of the team because they have to pick up their children, be open to suggesting ideas that happen during work days.
Oh, so it's like being considerate to your workmates and putting
Yeah.
yourself in their shoes.
Yeah. That I totally agree with being considered, because you could have, let's say, these office social gatherings where you want to do team building activities and team things. You might want, for example, you say today we are going to jog around. If there is someone who is not comfortable jogging, either they are sick or something.
Yeah.
Or you could say today we shall do so by playing cards, and someone has never played cards in their whole life.
Yeah.
Like, she's showing off and whatsoever.
They want to mix with us.
Hey, class and then those things.
Yeah. And then I think it's like, okay, like first sometimes we buy pork at the workplace, but there's this guy who is Muslim.
Yeah.
So
So do you be considerate and sometimes buy chicken and not?
sometimes we are considerate. Other times we're like, okay, this guy he's going out to the field, maybe he'll be back by 4. So if we are eating pork,
Let's do it
let
earlier.
us do it
Before he
very
comes
fast
back.
before he comes back. But then one time he came in and everyone was eating. He's like, hey, you guys, this place smells so nice. Give me what you're eating. And we were all scared of giving we were all scared of giving him, and everyone's like, no, you can't eat. Like, you guys are very, and we're like, no, this is the member, we can't eat.
We call that parliament, a sitting. When you are in the sitting.
So I think being considerate involves being considerate to someone's religious beliefs, their health. If your workmate tells you she's sick, please help stand in for them.
Yeah.
You have to be
Some
fair.
are family people, some
Yeah.
are not.
Someone tells you, my child is sick, so I have to take her to hospital, and she's like, please give me some, I'll come in office late. You have to be understanding instead of saying, that person is always having issues. Today it's a maid, today it's a kid, today
Yeah,
it's
but how
what.
such people who do it by the out of, how should I say, they do it intentionally. They know people at church know that I'm always having issues, like maybe like I have just given birth and I have a maid home. So you find yourself using that as an excuse, like all the time, even then although it's not the issue that is happening, but since you want to do your own stuff, you always use it as an issue. So you end up checking that people who are trying to be considerate, you end up taking them for granted. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Learning. Then the third issue we're going to discuss is cliques. If you're trying to make friends at work or trying to make work comfortable, it's like always dangerous to be cliquey.
But I
Or
don't
being
think that
cliqued.
is avoidable. You will come to understand the people you relate with at work very well, and those that even if without ever interacting with them,
Yeah.
you just feel it's hard to get along with them, either through the meetings and the things they say, like this
That's a wrong time.
this
Nice.
person.
I believe it's very hard to avoid forming cliques, but then I think cliques become dangerous or toxic when they are cliques of so and so has done this, Dewey, the MDs are planning this and that. Like, you know, there are always those cliques which are always,
Toxic, eh?
yeah.
Or you
looking
find
for
like we
Lugambo.
have our own group, the ones that so starts attacking each
Yeah, they
other.
start attacking each other. Stuff.
Those,
Like,
but
those
cliques
so
are
high
inevitable.
schoolish.
They are inevitable.
What we can say, what people should avoid is when in those cliques, they should try as much as possible not to be negative.
Yeah, true. And try to avoid the office fights. Like,
Yes, because for example, you will find maybe you were like 5 managers, and 3 of you get along very well,
Yeah.
and the other 2 do not. Yet the other 2 understand themselves like so well.
I have a reason as well that to
Yeah, so you'll be like, we are going to this project. They ask you, who do you want to work with?
immediately choose like
And you will choose the same people because they are easy to you. Tell the person, I need this, and they're like, oh, okay.
No, I think that is okay as long as you do not, should I use the word despise? You do not despise the other people that you do not get along with. I think it's about understanding all team members with their weaknesses and strengths, because at one point in life through your work you will need them. So if you're having a clique of people, say the 3 of us understand each other, then those camera people, we don't want to know. I think you just need to let them be, understand them the way they are.
Just and be open to every character.
Be open to
but in the long run, the cliques are dangerous.
Very, very, you know, like we normally don't have a setting of an office like your men, like youth or you're young, and then have like very many girls. Obviously, that cliques will not be avoided.
Yeah,
or it's bigger. Then you start having. Then you start having, not like how you were in high school, like you have the girls who know themselves as the rich ones, the beautiful ones. So those tribes will always be there of us, we are the cool girls, we dress well in office. You get it? So you find normally it's the setting of the office that brings up this.
Yeah, and you see, like I said clear in the beginning, that if it's a big office, because for example, you're going to say, like you say, maybe you want to eat pork, for example. They're going to find a big office. Some people do not want to, they don't have money or they don't want to spend.
Exactly.
Then you find that there are these people every time you tell of that idea.
Yeah, very fast.
They are good, like so you just end up, because of our differences, of our orientation and everything.
Find yourself like come on to that. So you find you the pork people, you call yourself the pork squad. Every Friday then the Muslims who don't eat the pork, they always complain, these guys always eat pork in office. But so you find they also have their own clique. So it's all about avoiding being negative and bringing negativity in that place.
To use the cliques for something better.
Yeah.
Not something wrong.
No.
Not something wrong. You might have a clique that wants to burn down the office because salary hasn't been increased.
Or you get to learn that person's salary is increased, you're like, what? We go for that one? That's always dangerous.
Yeah. Then another thing is be yourself. Like, there are people who are always trying so hard to fit in. Like, you an employee the first day, then you look at people, you know, like, it's normally at lunchtime that you know who is so and so's friend. Then you find those people who are always sitting maybe 6 or 7. So you're like, I think I need to be part of those cool guys. So you start
trying
ripping
to fit
yourself off, trying to fit in, and trying so hard.
And then accepting tasks. The other way it could be like accepting tasks that you couldn't do
because you're trying to please your
because you're trying to impress. They tell you, I need this within 2 hours. Yes, it's going to be within 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And the next day it's not yet available.
Or you find the people you want to be like at office, people put on expensive clothes, always looking nice. So you go beyond your means just because you want to look like the other.
Just trying to look like them.
Which is always bad in the long run because always get repercussions.
Yeah, because at some point you have other needs outside work. Like, you have a home, you have dreams, you have plans. You're not going to be able to fulfill those other plans when you're trying to buy nice clothes every day to keep
For me, I try as much as possible to be real and to myself. You know, like, you'll go to office, and of course, normally it's 8 hours working, but you find people leaving at 10, 8 p.m., and then you'll be like, you start feeling, you're like, I need also to start maybe being like them.
Yeah.
Maybe the hard
Yet you may find that they are there, but they're not productive.
No,
You
That
find
is-
they're doing other different things.
no, some people are even there because they're running away from problems. Now
Like
you,
you just want to go home.
Wait for you, you have to
finish your
leave
stuff.
and maybe go attend to your wife and your
Exactly.
children
Yeah,
and other things.
while for you're dying to go and attend to your wife and kids, someone is really dying not to go back.
yeah, don't you go back home.
Well,
So I
what
can
is it?
say-
They don't have money for
the
supper.
problem with that is like if I went to a place, you know, people tend to get used to the things we do. If I went to a place and probably I report at 8 every day and leave at 10, people are going to get used to that. The day you decide to leave early at about 5,
Everybody will be like, why are you going?
why
What's
you
wrong?
going? Why? No. Even your boss was saying you left early today.
Yeah.
Yet you finished your 8 hours.
And completed everything.
Then another thing I wanted to ask us is, do you guys consider your workmates as family? Like, do you put so much to make work happy and all that?
Well, it depends. You could want someone to become your friend and they cannot be your friend.
Yeah.
Very many circumstances. Some could envy you or become jealousy of what you do. Maybe some envy how much you earn.
True.
Especially if you find them there, China, or you're coming, you're super shining.
Yeah.
And all those. But all in all, I think it's good to treat employees like family. Because when you may not tell them everything that happens at home. But for example, if you tell them, hey, you see, man, my wife is expecting. At least they will know. When you tell them, I have
Yeah.
clinic on this day, they will know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But according to me, no, when you have a workplace that you can relate with, when you can relate with the workmates around and be comfortable, then work will flow very fast. Instead of having people you're going to be on strife with and every time you're fighting, work will never go on well. So it's better to always have that good relationship with your workmates. They'll always have different characters.
Yeah.
No, like if you find Claire is friendly, you can't think that you can find Derek isn't.
Yeah.
So by the time I try to make you closer like family, Derek is not interested. So instead of having that strife, just let for being there then and you also stay near them and just be comfortable.
Me, I think with work, I think we should let work be work. Have like talk to your workmates, greet them in the morning, time for lunch, go have conversations and all that. But I think we should have limits when we are opening up to our workmates. Like you shouldn't tell them
Everything
each and
about
everything
yourself.
that
True.
happens in your life. Because some don't want to know, some don't care.
And some will be able to tell everyone in office
Yeah,
what
and
you
then
just told them.
exactly. Then there are people who are going to be like, you tell me something, then the following day, she starts telling another person the
Yeah,
same thing
before you know
about
it, your whole
before you know
life
it,
is
everyone,
in office.
yeah, it's in office, and then the next thing you know, like first work in the media, next thing you know, Red Pepper
story.
has a story. Like, okay. So I think we need to be very, should I say minimal? I think we need to keep some things to yourself.
Yeah, you can't just go and let
Yeah.
everything out to your people.
Yeah, because our workmates are just our workmates. The moment you leave that place, I'm very sure it's like only 1 out of 100 that will ever call to check on you.
Obviously,
Because
not everyone.
the relationship ends immediately after you leave.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was it. I would like to thank Geralda for being a very good guest,
Thank you.
very engaging,
Thank
and
you.
I'd like to thank all of you for always being part of us. Please remember to follow us on Twitter, Sayin Television Uganda, or Twitter, Sayin Television Uganda.
Twitter.
And
Okay, before we
Facebook.
finish, I have a question for George. Are you married?
I am engaged. Seriously engaged.
So ladies out there who are busy opening your eyes, just close.
Close your eyes, look, maybe think about Morris. He's very single and
Morris is
available.
very single.